Welcome back to the On the Road DFS Sports Show, as I will be discussing the top 10 fantasy plays I like for today's NBA slate over on Draftkings. It is Tuesday, and I hope you're as excited for this slate as I am, as there are some intriguing plays across the board, and I can't wait to dive into these and discuss them with you a little bit. At number 10, we have Melton, the backup point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant has been phenomenal this year. We all know that. But there's plenty of minutes to go around for this Grizzlies team, and Melton has been taking advantage of consistent minutes off the bench. He has about 25, I'd say, is a safe range for him, possibly more, possibly a little less. But in a fast-paced game against the New Orleans Pelicans tonight, he should have plenty of opportunity to rack up stats across the board. At a price tag of 4.8, I really like Melton tonight against the Pelicans. At number 9, we have Payne of the Phoenix Suns. He just came back from a fairly lengthy injury absence and was initially on a minutes restriction his first couple games back. But his minutes have slowly increased, and now he's just playing full minutes and getting full production as the starting point guard with Chris Paul out for the Phoenix Suns. So I love this price at 5.3. It's really not where it needs to be quite yet. Take advantage of this price while you can. Plug Payne into your lineups tonight. At number 8, we have Lowry Markkinen of the Cleveland Cavaliers playing the Indiana Pacers tonight. Jarrett Allen fractured his finger on Sunday against the Toronto Raptors, and now there should be more minutes and more usage to go across the board for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Markkinen normally plays the 3 for the Cavs, but all the same, Allen had a lot of usage there at the 5, and someone's going to have to score some of those buckets that are now gone with Allen. And Markkinen, I fully expect to be one of those guys if his shot is falling. He has a tendency to either hit just about everything or miss just about everything. You kind of got to hope for a good Markkinen night tonight, but the Pacers aren't exactly locked down defenders. I like Markkinen's chances tonight to have a solid game. At number 7, basically the same justification I just used, it's Kevin Love. Kevin Love with Jarrett Allen out of there, probably get some more shots. Again, he doesn't usually play the 5, although he might occasionally. But Allen out of there, there's going to be more minutes to go around, all around for the Cleveland guys. I like Kevin Love to take advantage of that. Probably hit, at least 2 or 3 threes, I would think. I really like Kevin Love at 5.8. At number 6, we have Pokusevski from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, we all know the Thunder have many injuries currently, and actually SGA has been taking full advantage of that. But Pokusevski is another guy who's been getting a lot of minutes. He's been starting, and I really like the price tag here at 5.6. On top of that, Roby is also questionable for the Thunder. Just seems like a fair price for a nice situation here for Pokusevski. At number 5, we have Bazley, also from the Thunder, for 5.5. Again, Roby questionable and all those other injuries on top of that. It really just paints a good scenario here for Bazley. I don't know if both Bazley and Pokusevski will have a good game. You might kind of have to just take your pick of those two. I don't know if I'd play them both. You could try it, but I definitely like taking a chance on at least one of those guys. At number 4, this is the final value play here for today's DraftKings analysis before I get to my 3 studs for this slate. But number 4 is Herb Jones from the New Orleans Pelicans. Herb Jones at 4.6. Ingram is questionable tonight. So when you piece that together with a fast-paced game, as I already mentioned, Memphis, New Orleans, they should be up and down the floor constantly tonight. Should be a high-scoring game. I really like the 4.6 price tag here on Herb Jones. So now that brings us to my top 3 overall plays for today's slate. Not really looking at value here, just looking at the top guys here, maybe some spend-up options for your DraftKings lineups. At number 3, we have CJ McCollum, who's been on an absolute tear since being traded from Portland to New Orleans. He's priced at 9.1, obviously on the expensive side. But, I mean, he should be able to just absolutely get it done today against Memphis. I mentioned it already a few times. Very high-paced game. McCollum's been phenomenal. And on top of that, Brandon Ingram is questionable. If Ingram doesn't play, I feel like this has to be a lock, quite honestly. You got to get McCollum in there. But if he does play, I still like the play overall, just not quite as much. At number 2, it's Ja Morant, priced at 10.7. Obviously very expensive, but you get what you pay for here with Morant. Fast-paced game, I expect him to score at least 45, I would say, but potentially a whole lot more than that. New Orleans not very good on defense. Should just be a great scenario for Morant, and you're not paying the absolute highest, but it is up there. And my number one play is going to be Kevin Durant at 11.1 versus Charlotte. They don't play defense. Neither of these teams will really play defense. This is maybe my top game to target, actually, in terms of fast pace and no defense. I expect a little more defense to be played in the Memphis New Orleans game. That'll be super fast paced as well. But in terms of value, you saw me put a lot more guys from the Memphis New Orleans game. That's just because of pricing. I actually like this Charlotte Brooklyn game more overall, just because I could see this game definitely hitting the over. Not sure what that is, but whatever it is, I'd probably take it. I like KD better than Giannis. I think this is going to be a decision a lot of people have to make tonight is, do I go with Giannis? Do I go with Durant here? The thing is, Giannis against the Thunder has blowout written all over it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it won't. But I could see the Bucks pretty, easily taking care of the Thunder without needing a huge game from Giannis. That's just what it is. Maybe he does have a great game, but I could potentially see the Bucks blowing the Thunder out, not getting a huge game from Giannis. Sure, I mean he's Giannis, he'll do something, but I don't see him playing as much tonight as I see Durant playing against a Charlotte team that is pretty poor defensively. So that's why I would have Durant as my number one overall play and maybe advise a little bit staying away from Giannis. And that's going to be it for today's breakdown of this Tuesday DraftKings slate. If you enjoy the content, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. And I look forward to bringing you more DFS content here later on in the week.